The Mercedes EQA is the latest in Mercedes' ever-growing lineup of electric cars. This electric version of the Mercedes GLA is an alternative to the likes of the BMW iX3, VW, ID. For in the upcoming Tesla Model Y, it'll also cost less than the existing Mercedes EQC SUV. Despite having a greater range, the new Mercedes EQA is based on the GLA, but Mercedes has made plenty of changes to make sure you can tell them apart, the most obvious being a new front end. The grille is replaced with a large, shiny plastic piece with a small air inlet underneath, just like on the larger EQC. The full-width daytime running light between the headlights has also been inspired by the EQC. The EQA tweaks some side details, and new alloy wheels range in size from 18 inches to 20 inches on higher versions. The designers have been busy at the back, too. You get some new brake lights and another full-width light bar. And, because this takes up a lot of space on the bootlet, Mercedes had to move the number plate down onto the bumper instead. The new EQA's interior is basically the same as the GLA's cabin. It has the same simple layout and an almost identical dual-screen infotainment system as standard. Thankfully, most versions get a pair of larger 10-inch displays that look much nicer. There's also the Mercedes voice command feature, which tries its best to understand commands spoken in plain English. If you want 64-color ambient lighting in a basic GLA, it'll cost you £3,000 as part of the premium pack. But this comes as standard in the EQA, along with a new moved lip dashboard. EQA comes in 3 versions with different output powers as follows: a front-wheel drive EQA 250 with 190 HP, an all-wheel drive EQA 300 that produces 228 HP, and a range-topping EQA 350 that has 292 HP at its disposal. Mercedes claims the EQA 250 can accelerate from 0-60 to mph in 8.9 seconds. The more powerful EQA 300 is quicker still, completing the same sprint in 7.7 seconds, whereas the EQA 350 has the best acceleration of them, all with a 0-60 mph time of less than 6 seconds. All versions are limited to a top speed of 99 mph. The standard Mercedes EQA gets conventional suspension, but you can pay extra for adaptive suspension. This lets you choose from soft, comfortable settings, or you can firm everything up to make the EQA feel sportier to drive. Mercedes claims all versions of the EQA have around 250 miles of range. But drive carefully and you should be able to eke out 264 miles of range, according to official WLTP tests. Making this more impressive is the fact the EQA's 66.5 kWh battery is quite a bit smaller than the 80 kWh one you'll find in the EQC. It'll take half an hour to recharge the battery from 10% to 80% using a 100 kilowatts rapid charging point. A recharge from 10% to 100% using an 11 kilowatts charger, or equivalent domestic wallbox unit, takes 5 hours and 45 minutes. You can rest easy knowing the Mercedes EQA comes with loads of clever safety tech. You get all the basic stuff, such as automatic emergency braking and lane keeping assist, as standard, but there's also a system that'll spot pedestrians in the road. And it can warn you if it spots someone on the pavement who looks like they're about to step onto a zebra crossing. It'll also alert you if you're about to open your car door into pedestrians or cyclists. On top of that, you can also get Mercedes' latest adaptive cruise control, so the EQA can accelerate, brake and steer for you on motorways. And it can even leave a gap on motorways to allow emergency vehicles past. It can also tell if you're coming up to a hill, a roundabout or a sharp corner using data from the sat nav, and it'll adjust how much regenerative braking to use depending on the road ahead. If you're coming up to a junction, it'll slow the car down for you, but if you're getting close to a hill, it'll let the car coast along so you don't lose all your momentum. All models cost more than £35,000, which means they're ineligible for the government's revised £2,500 plug-in car grant. Entry-level sport models will set you back £44,495. These versions come with automatic headlights, cruise control, and a reversing camera. The next rung on the Mercedes EQA range ladder is the AMG line spec, which costs from £45,995. EQAs in this guise get remodeled bumpers, 20-inch alloy wheels and different interior trim, including polished brushed metal bits. There's also an optional £3,000 premium pack that adds the more high-tech infotainment system with wireless phone charging, upgraded satellite navigation, and a B-Fire stereo. There's also a flagship AMG Premium Plus spec, which includes kits such as a panoramic sunroof, a 12-speaker sound system, and a 360-degree parking camera. These AMG Premium Plus models are the most expensive Mercedes EQAs you can buy right now, and they'll set you back from £51,995.